You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're
Hey,
great.
Derek.
Are we going to have nicknames for each other each episode?
You're
I think
great.
we should.
You're great.
I'm Underboob. That's the original. That's the OG. So you're Nev
so
Nips, I'm
great.
Underboob.
Oh, wait, let's not give away the studio production value we have here.
Pretty low.
You're probably going to sing anyway, so you might as well just use
That's a
that
good
part,
point.
You know? Yeah, you're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're the best.
You're super awesome.
Thank you. You're great. You know who else is great?
Who?
Who's great?
Tamer.
Yay! You're great.
Tamer's here. Welcome to the Hug Life podcast.
That felt like a hug.
It felt good? Nice. That's what we go for.
Good.
That's what we go for here.
I'm Mike Coletta.
I'm Monica Nevi, and this is our podcast.
We have a very special guest. Tamer Kattan is
Hey.
here.
Tamer Kattan.
I'm me.
Yeah, you're you. You're just yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Be yourself, you guys. Let's just get into the plugs and try to do them as fast as possible. I feel like we...
Okay, speed plugs?
Speed plugs. Let's do some speed plugs, which
Speed
sounds like a
plugs.
terrible sex toy.
Or a hair surgery.
Great. You're like, that looks...
Says the bald guy on your couch. Please let it be real.
Please. There was this conversation outside of a comedy club one time where it was like two or three bald comics, and like this one guy was like, man, I heard there's a pill that could just grow your hair back, and you got to take it once, and they're just holding out on it. And I'm like, is this like the conspiracy theories?
Bald
that are
theory.
going,
Yeah.
like the bald
Our version
conspiracy
of
theories?
chemtrail.
Yeah, Rogaine is just
Yeah.
a big lobbyist.
He's
He's
all
not a
shaman.
member. He's
They
only
can
the
fix it.
president. Yeah.
Oh man, it's so funny. Do you want to do your shows first, Monica? Or you want me to go?
You go,
Okay.
'cause I'm thinking
I'm going
something
to
else,
be on November 2nd at Red's Saloon in San Diego, California. That'll be fun.
It's a great show.
It's an
Really
awesome
Is that
show.
the Woods?
Yeah, it's good.
That's
it's
a great show. I
It's
love
really
that show.
cool. I'm excited for that. And then I will be at the Lake Balboa Golf Course on November 3rd.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Doing
I got
it-
a message about that.
Yeah, doing that show there. I think it's a public show. I don't think it's private. I think anyone can go to that. I'm pretty sure. I hope so. I should probably have researched that before. But that's at 7 o'clock. And those are the shows I'm going to plug. And then I'm having Halloween on Monday like everyone else. Okay.
All right. This week, when this drops, Home and Away in San Diego, I will be there. And then Friday and Saturday, I'm at the Madhouse Comedy Club for 4 shows. That's
Yes.
exciting. Great
Nice.
club.
Love that club.
Yeah. November 8th, I'm at Flight's Beer Bar here
That's a
in
good show.
LA. And then the 17th, I'm at the Comedy Palace. Oops, I skipped one. And then the 13th, we're going backwards. I'm at a show in Brentwood. Which I'm
Ooh,
excited about.
fancy.
Yeah.
I was just there today.
More information.
Simpson
Monica Nevi.
Country.
Fancy. Is that Simpson Country?
O.J. Simpson country.
Oh, really? That's where. Wait,
Different
that's where.
Simpson.
Was it Brentwood or Westwood?
I don't know. I don't know.
I
You
think it was,
tell.
maybe it was one or the other.
Oh, I don't even know where Westwood is. You could just tell me anything and I'd believe you. So
You know, I think it was West. No, it is Brentwood.
I think it is Brentwood.
I think
it's
yeah,
Brentwood.
I think you're right.
it seems like I was
This
there
show's
today.
supposed to be in like a house, like in a mansion.
Really? I was there
This
today. And it was very
podcast is in a
fancy.
mansion?
So, right now. No,
It is.
the
It's a mansion of a 3-bedroom apartment.
it is. No, the show I'm doing in Brentwood is supposed to be like in a house. So
Oh, is it like this app? Is it Sunday Sessions?
yeah.
Yeah, they're great. It's a really fun
Yeah,
show.
yeah. Someone
Yeah.
I met in Chicago was like, "Oh, hit him
small
up," and I was
world.
like, "Yeah, weird."
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Cool.
You're gonna
Is it?
dig
Did you
It's
have
so
you done
fun,
it?
and
So it
really
is in a
mansion.
house.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm
I'm
really
excited to
about
go.
it.
I'm gonna go with
Yeah,
you.
I'm
this
gonna
time.
bring my
I just
quiz.
like looking at houses too. Like just walking
Yeah.
around houses. So I'm like, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah,
I was
my opening line up there. I'm like, I go, wow, this place reminds me of the places I used to rob.
That's great.
It did not get a laugh.
I know, and everybody's like, "Don't let him leave this room."
Don't do it.
Oh, so funny.
That's really great.
I
I
loved it. It's a great show.
Oh,
It's really
that's
fun.
awesome.
I went to a house today
I'm
in
excited.
Brentwood that had an elevator inside of it. So that's
What?
yeah. I've never been in a house that has an elevator, but it needed it because it was like 3-4 stories.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like the elevator, I think stopped in like a tower too, like on top of the house. So
way.
you're just like, this is ridiculous.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. But so yeah, that'll be exciting. Do you have any shows you want to plug coming up?
Sure. This is great that it's coming out tomorrow. I'm
Yeah.
hosting the Super Secret show at the Lyric Theater,
Ooh.
which is such a fun show. And at first, I used to always go up to Hunter Hill, who produced the show, and I'd be like, Hunter, you introduced me to my girlfriend
Oh, yeah?
at your show. I met her at your show, like after my set. But then she cheated on me. So now I don't thank him anymore.
Thank yous are over.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Hunter.
Yeah.
Just kidding. And then and then I'm going to be at the Comedy Mix in Canada this weekend in Vancouver.
I've heard amazing
awesome.
things about that
We
place.
have,
Me too. I've heard such good things.
Yeah.
I've been to Vancouver and gigged there quite a bit. I did Yuck Yucks, but I've never done the Comedy
That's
Mix.
exciting.
Yeah, I've
Let
heard
me
good
know how
things.
that is. That's
Well,
be-
go check
that'd
him
be
out,
fun.
Vancouver. Hug
Come out
Yeah.
to Vancouver, and I know you smoke
Canadian hug bugs.
weed. Yeah, right.
They smoke so much weed.
Yeah,
up
they
there.
do.
Mhm. It's,
like
it's
they're
legal there,
competitive.
right? Like it's just totally legal, fine, or no?
I don't know if it's as legal as like Seattle.
Or is it like medicinal? Is that still medicinal there, or what is it? I don't even know.
When I
Let's
went,
talk
I know
Canadian
you could
politics.
get it in like some stores, but it was you had to have a card,
card.
I think. But
Yeah.
that was like years ago, so I don't know.
But
I
it's
was
just
like
like
the
a
comedy
Chipotle card.
posse took good care of us.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that's the thing about being a comedian, and you go to any town, they can set you up.
Yeah, like where's the pot?
Yeah, you know what
Where's
else you
the
could
pot?
set us up with? You could review us on iTunes or Stitcher.
Yeah,
That was a
Yeah.
pretty good setup, right?
that was a good segue.
Thank
into-
you. Yeah, so leave us a review.
Stitcher's such a funny name.
Stitcher is a weird
Stitcher.
Stitcher. It's it's hard to say without
Yeah.
mumbling it all together for me.
Sounds like a gangster's name.
Yeah, it
In
doesn't
a
sound.
graphic
Doesn't
novel.
sound really
Stitcher.
inviting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stitcher is like
Right?
the hitman
I'm
that comes
Stitcher,
after you.
yeah.
Stitch is after you now.
When you're asleep, he'll stitch your eyelids shut.
he used to be a doctor, and that's like his thing. Is
or,
that,
he used
exactly.
to, or he used to just sew in his spare time.
Yeah.
so
His
close.
mom was a seamstress, but his dad was a murderer.
I'll combine their two professions.
that's like his signature. Is
So
that
why
he
these skinny
stitched it-
jeans fit so nicely.
Oh,
It's like,
their
oh, this-
eyes are stitched closed, but their stomach is ripped wide open. Anyways,
All right. Don't forget you can like the Facebook page as well and send us an email at huglifepodcast@gmail.com. Also, what can you do on our website, Monica?
you can go to the banner at the top. It's an Amazon banner. Click right
yeah.
there. Takes you to Amazon. Shop like you normally would. Whatever you buy, we get a little kickback. It helps us pay for the website.
You
and
could buy
whatnot.
sewing
Nice.
supplies. You could get your sewing
You
supplies.
could.
there,
So
if
then you
wanted
can
to.
start your serial
Sewing.
killing
We're-
business.
Yeah, that's right.
a lot of convicts sew. It's a
Yeah,
relaxing,
really? Ooh,
meditative.
yeah.
Do they let you do that in like prison? Is that like a
Yeah,
thing?
it's
Yeah,
like a
so they
thing.
learn how to.
Yeah, they learn to crochet, but they look like big dudes coming out of little cars because they like these hands with like skulls and bones, and they're holding
And they're
little
like
needles,
little
Yeah.
crochet
it's like-
needles. They're trying to
funny.
measure scarves on each other. Like, is this long enough? Let me Let me finish
It
this.
was like watching Mike Tyson eat sushi.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, these things are slippery.
So just the visual of that is great.
Yeah.
Like just as he's putting it, and you can see his tattoo like on his face while he's putting it to his mouth. Like, oh man, that's great. Okay, what else? Anything? I don't know.
I think that's t-shirts.
Oh yeah, we got our new T-shirts. If you go to monicanevy.com, there's a new button. It says Buy My Stuff. Click on that. There's some options there. And so we got new The Hug Life Chose Me ones, and then new You're
Nice.
Great ones. Both of those. So check it out. And also, if you're on my email list, I sent you a discount code.
Yeah.
So if you're not on my email list, you fucking missed out. Okay?
Boom. Got you good.
Roasted.
People that are not on
Done.
email
Yeah.
lists. Are you ready for good news? Should we do good news?
Yeah.
Just get this out of the way real quick.
You ready?
Yeah.
Hey guys, good news.
That sounded great. First good news is it's kind of a weird headline. It's I gotta say this right. New antibiotic mined from human gut reverses drug resistance in superbugs. Do you guys know like superbugs in hospitals that like can't be killed by penicillin?
Whoa.
They were looking through like soil all over the earth trying to find something that would fight that, and it was in our stomachs the whole time.
The whole time.
Like,
No
in
way.
human stomachs. So they pulled it out, and what it does is it's MRSA is the really, really bad one. That's the one that is like can kill you in hospitals. It's like Staphylococcus aureus.
Right.
Very
Wow.
scientific. But it in mice they tested it, and this drug they made from human stomach stuff cured 100% of the mice with like a
Wow.
deadly infection.
Whoa.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. So
That
there's
is-
Those fetish videos make sense now.
oh yeah.
Like when they're like, throw up on me. Like, have you guys haven't seen that? Bulimic
No,
Babes
no, yeah,
5?
just like, blah, I'm a scientist, blah.
I'm not a pervert. I'm just ill.
I'm just ill. I'm trying to find mining my gut.
That was the best first thought. Oh, well, those fetish videos.
Yeah.
make sense.
Especially if the background song was "Go Go Jason Waterfall." Barfs on his face. I am healed.
I'm healing you. That's my puke sound. Is that instead of like no? I don't want to make a bit of one. I don't want to try something
Maybe we
new.
should look in our stomachs for other stuff, other cures
Other cures.
or other.
I find
Who
I
should
look
I
in my
vote
stomach
for?
for
It's
cures of
in my
loneliness by
stomach.
eating lots. That's
No,
what I
you
do.
put stuff in your stomach to cure
Loneliness.
loneliness.
I once sneezed and said "bless you" to myself.
Nice.
Somebody's got to
You
do
know what?
it.
That's good. Yeah.
Somebody's
You
lonely.
I
believe-
actually really get uncomfortable. Like I was doing this job with a bunch of people, and I kept sneezing because we were in a very dusty room.
Yeah.
And like every time I sneezed, like this one person like had to say "bless you." I'm like, you can just say it once, and I know you're covered for the rest
Right,
of the
I am
time.
blessed
like, it's
for the
yeah,
whole
it's
day.
just- you can just bless me once and just move on. It's fine.
It's like co-OCD.
yeah, it's just like every time they had to say it, even if they were in the other room, I heard like a "bless you" like from far away.
That's so funny.
Yeah, but
Hashtag blessed.
hashtag
That's what we
blessed.
say when we sneeze.
Yeah, it's
Hashtag
fun.
blessed.
Oh, wait, that's awesome. Text bless yous. That's right.
Text messages. This next one is renewable energy overtakes coal as world's largest source of power. So, like it said, like every day last year, 500,000 solar panels were installed every
Holy
day
shit.
of last year.
Wow.
And so
Wow.
now
That's
like,
great news.
Yeah.
You would
So now
see
like
more of them.
almost like it's over. Like coal is not used as much as like wind or solar. Isn't that nice? And 40% of all renewable energy capacity increases came from China of all places.
Well, that's where most
'Cause they
people
were
are,
all
so-
cool,
Yeah,
too.
that's awesome.
So-
That's great news.
Yeah, the world's
Good job,
the world's
buddy.
getting better, everybody. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. And this last one's kind of fun. And daughter receives father's message in a bottle 56 years after he put it out to sea.
What?
So
How did what?
here, so it's kind of confusing.
Who's his daughter? Ginger on Gilligan's Island. It finally arrived.
solid Gilligan's Island pull. I like
Yes.
this.
Oh,
I'm loving this
man.
already. A New Hampshire man, he threw a bottle in there, and then this guy found the Coke bottle buried in the sand in the Turks Caicos. I think that's how you
Wow.
say it. So
Yeah,
that's like
yeah,
the
the
island.
Caribbean.
Yeah,
Fancy
north of
islands.
the Dominican Republic, right?
Yeah.
And in the bottle it said, "Return to 419 Ocean Boulevard and receive a reward of $150 from Tina, the owner of the Beachcomber," which is a hotel that her mom owned. But this guy found the bottle, flew to New Hampshire, gave it back to her, and she gave him $150.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Which did not even cover his plane fare.
Yeah, but that
that's
was
awesome.
it was just worth it. So yeah.
That's great.
Wait, it was $150 way back then?
Way back then is a lot.
Right,
Yeah.
That's a ton of
56 years
money.
ago.
Yeah, that would have been a lot of money. So, but
Wow.
now it's like, yeah, but he did it though. That's cool.
I mean,
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's fun. And I looked it up. Turks, it's not that far from New Hampshire, but it's pretty far. Like it
It's
just
on
went
the
down.
east side of things,
Yeah.
but it's still
It's down.
Yeah,
It's far.
It's a plane
That's
ride.
cool, right?
That was great.
Yeah, that's the good news, team.
Good job.
We're done.
Good job. Good job. Do we want to talk about? What do we want to talk about?
I like that you guys have good news. That's nice.
It's a nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's been nice too because we haven't like seen each other for a while too. So
Right, 'cause I've been
so
gone,
it's been like I haven't touched and looked on my usual places. So there was a lot of new stuff, which was good.
Yeah.
That's a very loud car that just went by. Was it?
No, he's fixing the fucking balcony. Do you want me to close the window? I honestly don't think it's going to help that
I
much.
mean,
but-
I guess it's pretty loud.
He just broke glass. That's awesome. That's hilarious.
It's like we tell them like they don't even respect our podcasting around here. It's kind of upsetting.
They don't
you know?
respect the podcast.
They don't respect the pod. They
It's
should.
just ridiculous.
I know this is BS. I'm pretty upset right now.
Yeah,
and I don't want to
totally
close
helped,
all.
actually.
I don't want to
Why
close
you
all the
stopped
windows
to-
because if we do, we're gonna die.
yeah,
so
that's
I don't
true.
want to do
It
that.
gets hot.
That's way better actually. It's fine now.
Well, he also stopped doing it, but we'll see.
We'll see what happens. Let's do the positive spin. Right? We're gonna spin positive.
Yeah. How do you feel about Halloween in general? I guess we should.
I love it.
You
it
do?
Was,
Okay.
It was my birthday was really close to it. It's October 20th, so
God, we missed it.
When we first got to America, Halloween was like an unusual. So all my family friends would give me Halloween costumes on Halloween, and then I'd go around the same block like 4 times in different
In
costumes.
different
Nice.
costumes. Oh,
I was
that's
like
awesome.
pre-diabetic when I was 9, like just with delicious candy.
More candy.
But I love Halloween. I loved it.
What's your favorite kind of candy? You think?
You know what? I'm a chocolates person.
Me too.
I'm a big fan of chocolate, like Kit Kat, like crispy, wafery stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Peanut butter, I've learned to enjoy, but I'm a big fan of chocolate.
Crispy's good. I agree.
Crispy and
I was always
chocolatey.
like a Reese's guy, but when I was a kid, I was like really into like Starburst and Jolly Ranchers,
like the
and it kind of, and I like
sweet stuff.
Yeah, and then
Or
I like
guess it's
grew
all
out
sweet.
of it,
You know
and
what I
like
mean.
now it's all chocolate all the
Fruit.
time.
Yeah. Twix
Chocolate's-
is like a gateway caramel.
Oh
yeah,
Caramel
that's
jug.
still like probably my favorite
Twix.
candy bars.
Twix.
Twix, for
Twix
sure.
You guys
so
eat
good.
frozen candy bars?
Yes.
Yes.
So good.
That's when I get Reese's peanut butter cups, I just throw them in the freezer, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait, and it's gonna be worth it.
It's like eating candy in the future.
Yeah.
Eating chocolate in the future.
Candy in the future. We might have a
Yes.
title for the name of the podcast. Yeah, I can't be between candy and a sushi in the future or Mike Tyson eating sushi. We gotta figure that out.
We were gonna positive spin trick or treating.
That's
We're gonna
good.
talk
Yeah,
about
that's good you mentioned
How
that.
old were you when you stopped going around the neighborhood?
I did it pretty late, I think. Like I was, like when I was a pretty silly kid. Like I think I was overcompensating because I was like a scary looking kid because I used to box and I lifted a lot of weights because I was an angry kid. But so I'd overcompensate, like to like make nice. Like I had a girlfriend. I played rugby, and she was like, "Oh, I don't like watching you play rugby. It's scary." So then I started wearing these Puff the Magic Dragon socks.
To like balance it
Yeah,
out.
so then she goes, I love when you wear those socks because it's you. I know it's you and not that
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
And so I think like because I kept being silly on Halloween for like a long time, like probably till I still dress up. I'm sorry. I haven't stopped yet.
No, there's
No,
nothing.
that-
I
that's-
wear the same banana costume every year.
So yeah, I got
Even if we don't
really
do anything.
I got really bad about dressing up when I hit college. I was just like didn't want to dress up for anything, and I'd go to the party still, but I'd just like sit there like, no, I don't want to dress
And you're
up.
like, what are you? And you're like,
And I'm just
fucking
like,
party pooper.
I'm just me, man. Whatever. But now I'm like, I need to get back into this because I
Yeah.
feel like it's like a fun thing to do. You
Yeah,
know?
it's
And
super
I-
fun.
I trick or
Yeah,
treated,
it's
I
fun.
think, until like I might have been 16 when I stopped. Because
Wow.
I like went and it was like my mom's like, you guys should not do it anymore. And then I had a friend over though, and then we put all my mom's scuba gear on and just walked down the street.
That's great.
Yeah, and then the people were like,
Scuba
"Are you a
Steve.
little old for this?" And we're like, "No." And they're like, "Okay."
Okay, I'm trying to think. I think it was probably around like 11. Yeah, probably around 11, like right before
really
you go
early.
into
That's early, yeah.
Yeah, we stopped, but then I would still go to like parties, like we would have like like a dance party at
Sure.
in someone's garage or something.
Yeah.
and still dress up. But I was explaining, I'm not great with costumes, which is why I love the banana thing because I can just do it every year and it's
Sure,
great
it
and
works.
I enjoy it. Like,
like
I just
Einstein with
just
his
wear
suit.
it sometimes. It's awesome. But
got a onesie.
when I was younger, I was a basketball player like 6 years in a row. And here's the thing is that I was a basketball player, so I like didn't dress up
Yeah, you
essentially.
just
Like
put
it
on
was
a-
just me there again.
rad.
Oh God.
I could just go out like this, just be like, I'm an immigrant.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. Which
Basketball-
actually might be a really popular costume this year.
Yeah.
Basketball player is a good choice because then you get to wear the magic of basketball shorts, which are super comfy.
Right.
So
You wear
it's
like a
you know.
full.
But then you have to hit girls.
That's true.
Kidding. You want to be authentic.
I mean, you want to get real with it.
There's all that stuff. You gotta. Yeah.
There's only a couple people. Basketball's actually done pretty good.
Yeah, in comparison to some of the other sports.
Yeah, I think football's definitely overtaken basketball with the
Yeah.
ridiculous
Yeah,
factor. Like
yeah,
the
yeah.
guy who was the guy that shot himself in the leg going into a nightclub, Plaxico Burress. Like, it was
Oh,
like three-
yeah.
the football player. He like had it in his pants and shot himself. And I'm like, well, you just took football way down now.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you watch the Rob Lowe roast?
no.
There was so many like Peyton Manning was there, obviously.
Uh-huh.
There was so many like, "Hey, Peyton, you're here. We're just telling you so that you know that," and like just like head injury jokes. And
Yeah.
then like more than one person was like, "All right, well, hopefully Peyton doesn't hit his wife." Like they just like kept bringing it up, and it was like, "Oh shit!" And he's like a nice guy out of
Yeah.
the NFL, but just the general tone. They brought
So
it up like
funny.
4
I'm so
times.
worried about that because you get worried because you're like, are my heroes from like football when I was a kid
man.
going to be cognitive when I'm like older? Like, is it
Right.
going to be
Oh,
a thing?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go on, are my heroes all actually bastards?
Oh, I guess that's true
Do you know
too.
what I mean?
That's
Like-
also a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the internet has done to me what the kid did to me in 5th grade when he said Santa Claus isn't real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was this
yeah.
combination of like thank you, but also fuck you.
Yeah.
And that's what the internet's doing to me. Like
yeah,
all my
that's a
heroes-
perfect thank you, but also fuck you, because you're like, yeah, I need to know that this person treats women terribly, but also I don't want to know that this person treats women terribly.
Yeah.
Damn it. You're like, fuck.
I got really bummed when the whole Jared Subway guy thing happened, because I
pretty
used to
wild.
think those commercials were so ridiculous, and I was like, maybe I should eat at Subway, and I liked Subway, and I'm like, they have this fat guy that's not a fat guy anymore, and now I'm like, well, that's over. That's just completely over now. He's just terrible.
Subway should be in jail too, because Subway made him attractive to kids.
Oh yeah,
He lost all this weight.
No.
If it wasn't for Subway, the kids would be like, "No, you're not cute enough."
Yeah, right.
Get out of here, fatty.
Subway made him cute, and then now the kids wanted.
It's all
Subway's fault.
Well, what I just saw that like his ex-wife was suing them because they knew some stuff and didn't say anything. Like they knew some stuff about what he was doing.
So is he married when all this stuff came out, and now he's divorced?
I mean, he's divorced now. I know that, but I don't know if she was saying that like if she had known, because they weren't married until he was already like in the campaign. If she had known that stuff, then she wouldn't have married him. Yeah. And like that's her.
That's a
so someone covered
defense.
it up.
Yeah, that's her reason for suing them. But if they did know stuff, that's shitty. You know, like to just be like, you're already our famous person, and so we just need to cover it up.
It feels a little self-obsessed to be like, hey, Subway, you harmed me by not telling me that he's a pedophile. Not you harmed children.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you know
I feel like
that's pretty messed up.
Pretty messed up.
It's got to be, well, and also like, maybe there's other people being like, you can get some shit out of this. Yeah, exactly. You know, and
that's
it's like just fucking
such a terrible
I would
want to
distance myself so much from that if that's what happened. Like
exactly.
Like if you were married to Gary Ridgway or whoever, you'd be like, all right, well now I gotta like get away from this and try to like get out of it. You know,
it's like a fart. You know what I mean?
Right? No,
it's like a cultural fart.
Dude, I was at a bar last night, and not last night, but
the person who does it is just trying to pretend like they didn't do it, and everybody else is just walking away from them. Like,
dude, I get so nervous about farts when I'm like in public. I was at a bar, and this lady's like, "Does this smell like someone farted to you?" And then in my head, I'm like, "Did I just fart?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't fart." Like, I don't even think I have control anymore. I'm just like so afraid of it.
Yeah. You know what it was? Probably her.
Oh, yeah.
Not to sound childish, but
whoever
it is a
smelt
fact.
Yeah, smelt it, dealt it.
That is true. So many cover-ups. Yeah.
Yeah, because then did you go... You have to like wait for a second. You're like, oh, now I smell it, which means she already knew it was coming, but it hadn't gotten to you yet.
Yeah,
you know?
that's right.
I had the axis of evil enter an elevator. It was a woman with too much perfume, and then a dude that just farted. And it was just
like a cocktail of pain.
Bermuda triangle. Like I literally got dizzy.
Triangle
it was
of
like
smells.
Bermuda triangle of smells. My nose.
You got lost forever at a time.
Like if my nose was a vagina and those smells were penises, I was raped in that elevator. I was like, no.
Yeah, well, elevators are the worst because you're like, ding.
There's also
you're
places
trapped
that, like,
in there.
Well, I feel like, you know how there's places that you go into where you feel like I have to poop now? That happens to me. There's certain places I go into, I'm like, this is where I always poop. So my body's like, I should poop here. It's probably guys that walk into elevators are like,
you're right.
I have to fart here. I guess.
Right, I always
you know,
fart
I think it's the music because whenever I relax, if I'm anxious,
that makes sense.
I don't poop. Everything's held in. It's like a clenched fist.
Yeah.
And then when I relax, I'm like, oh, I think I should poop. And the minute you go in an elevator, they play this chill out music.
Yeah.
And then everybody's butts relax.
So trick or treating, huh?
Fuck, man. I got it.
Like if his butt had feet, he would have definitely taken his butt's shoes off.
But
the shoes on his butt feet.
Let my butt take my shoes off here because I'm in my own home. Are you farting? Yeah. It's a long way to get around to it.
Relax, kick your butt feet up. Wouldn't be weird if you had butt feet?
If you had feet in your butt?
I bet there's a Siamese kid or some sort of medical... Not Siamese like a country. Siamese
but like
combined.
Disorder. Yeah.
That's a cat.
Twins? Well, no, Siamese twins.
Isn't it mean?
Siam is
still
I don't know.
But it's not a country.
Geography. But isn't that when people are like connected?
Siam's not a country. Is it owned by something like China?
I don't know.
It's also number 44 at Palm Thai. Siam.
Well, Siam, when you Google it, is Society for Industrial and Applied Mathematics. So I don't think it's a country anymore.
I knew it. That's what I meant.
Of course it's going to be that. Siam is in Asia.
It used to be used as a name for Thailand.
Oh, that's
That
what
was
it was.
it.
I changed.
Okay.
Yeah, it's no longer.
So does that mean like a Siamese cat is from Thailand originally?
I guess I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Let's talk about
Weird when
cats around
countries
20
change
minutes.
their name,
It is. It's
It is.
confusing.
Or
Like
split
a
up
la-
or whatever. You're like, what happened?
like a trans land.
Transland. Transland.
Trans geography. I don't
The
know.
Caitlyn Jenner of countries.
Trick or treating. Yes.
I think we're all for. I mean, there's definitely. I think it's interesting too because theoretically, you go trick or treating as a kid, and then you stop at a certain age, but then you have a kid, and then you get to go again.
Right.
That's like the theory.
Which actually, maybe that's like the number one reason you should have kids younger. You know, like
Is
now
you-
everybody's kind of waiting a little bit or not having them, but then you can't trick or treat.
I thought the reason to have kids, period, is to eat their candy.
Yeah, Kane and I did offer
Yeah.
It's
to
like
take
that's the
anyone's
goal.
child who needs to go trick or treating. I will take them. I don't give a shit.
You'll take them.
That's fun.
It's
fun.
You enjoy it.
You're a child walker.
Yeah,
'Cause I thought you weren't a big Halloween fan.
I don't like scary stuff, but when you're with little kids, it can't be that scary.
But
Because
kids,
they get scared.
but
What
do you
if
hang
they
out with
poop
them
themselves?
after
I
they
think
eat the
it's pretty
candy,
scary.
or just as they're collecting?
Oh,
the
just to
candy?
collect it, and then
Okay,
I'm like,
that's
here
smart.
you go.
Did you do the thing where you'd put all your candy out of the bag on the floor or whatever? And
Well,
then look
mom had
through
to go through it, right?
and
Did
tax
you guys
it.
do that?
Do tax?
Oh, my parents. I mean, I thought you meant take it. My parents would like tax me. You know, they'd take like trick or treat tax out.
I
Yeah.
could never eat it all, so my dad always ended up eating it.
I would.
Usually anyway.
I would eat it all.
I would eat it all. Yeah,
I would
we
eat
don't
You
have
save
time.
it for, like, a
I'd
long time?
barf.
every
Just
year.
one night.
Every year, I would eat You know, the craziest story that happened to me that's similar to this is I lived in Egypt when I was a kid, and in Egypt you didn't have houses. We lived in apartment buildings, and on our floor everybody had a basket and rope, and there'd be dudes walking the street and they'd yell out like whatever food they had. And so this guy yelled, and I had a monkey also. My grandfather, yeah, that's the important part of it. I was like an Arab Pippi Longstocking. Like my it was weird. My grandfather worked at the zoo, so sometimes he'd bring in spider monkeys, but when they reach puberty, then he'd take them back.
Okay.
So I'm in the living room, and I go to, or my mom's in the salon, they called it, where all the adults were. And I go, Mom, the guy's yelling batata, which means sweet potato. And I'm like, Mom. And she's like, Tamer, shh, don't interrupt. The adults are talking. I'm like, dang it. So I run in my grandmother's bedroom, and I found a £5 note, which was a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
And I put like a clothespin on the basket with the £5, and I threw the basket down. And then the guy yells up, how many kilos do you want? Because it's 5. He didn't think I wanted all £5.
Right.
So I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to know I was a kid. So he just filled it up with like all these yells. And I'm like pulling it, and the monkey's like jumping up and down.
Like, this is the best day of our lives.
And then my mom is like, wait a minute, it's been really quiet for too long. And she walks into the room, she's like, Tamer? And then she hears this, and she comes out, and she said my face was all sweaty, and that my shirt was up and my stomach was sweating.
You just tried to eat as many as you could.
Sweet potato.
And me and the monkey both had just orange fucking
Just
sweet
trying to,
potato.
like,
Get rid of the evidence. Just there's no evidence here. It's fun.
You're like, this is too many. I gotta hide them.
Funny.
Spider
That's
monkeys
so
until they hit puberty because then they become
They
crazy,
get,
right?
Like aggressive,
and
and you
like-
can never house train them.
Yeah.
even though they're smarter than almost. They're smarter than dogs, but dogs you can train.
That's
Monkeys
interesting.
you can't.
They're too smart.
So what
no,
about
we'll
when
poop here.
people have like in Friends when Ross has a monkey?
Yeah.
Is that like not a thing then? That's not real?
You shouldn't. It's really
shouldn't?
hard.
I've
Yeah,
heard that it's
a
like
nightmare.
really
It
hard
is.
to even get them to like let you keep one.
Yeah.
That's like
Mm-hmm.
Beaver tried to have one and they took it from him somewhere.
Yeah,
That's all.
Oh no.
it's pretty intense.
It's kind of like how they let people like raise like baby tigers for like a certain period of time and then they go to some other place.
So
Like,
crazy.
there's like a
Yeah.
license you have to get to raise them till up to a certain point and then they go to like a preserve or something.
Yeah, you know what's actually the Middle East is kind of real loosey goosey with that stuff. There's a problem where these like really wealthy princes like will get pet tigers,
Really?
and then what's happening now that's making it worse is they're becoming celebrities on Instagram with them and their tigers.
Oh, right.
So there's just like these wealthy guys, and they're being inspired to buy more and more exotic animals. so they can follow the Kim Kardashian Instagram plan, and they're like becoming famous for this, and like it's so freaking weird. It's bad for the animals.
That's really weird. Yeah,
I also get just the minute you say anytime someone says Instagram famous, I just get mad. I just get really. I actually did.
Just that concept is real. You're like, God damn.
Yeah, like I like saw someone that was that, and I look at their thing, and I'm like, all you do is take pictures of yourself doing things I do every day.
Exactly.
And yet you just have like people that want to like are interested.
You
like
just gotta put your boobs out.
It's like, look.
It wasn't even that. It was like, I'm at the store right now.
Yeah, but if you did that with your boobs out,
I should put my boobs out.
Yeah.
Do you think
if you put your boobs on a tiger, so many followers immediately?
We gotta get ourselves a tiger, and we gotta get myself a push-up bra, but not too much push-up. So trick or treating. I don't know. I think that's like a good reason to have a kid, but I feel like I'll never get to redo. They should do adult trick or treating, is what I'm saying. There should be a safe place for me to go where there's doors lined up, and maybe make it even scarier because it's like for adults.
Oh, right.
And
you got to
then
get through some scary obstacles.
Yeah,
to get
the reward
to the
is the candy.
Yeah.
This is perfect. I think we got a business idea. This is gonna
we have to go.
This is gonna be a part of our strip club mini golf course.
Mini golf.
We're gonna combine.
Yeah.
For a foreigner, it was a really trippy holiday because like trick or treat is a little aggressive. First of all, that's a little aggressive. You give me something or I'll hurt you.
Right.
Oh,
do something to you like that, and we didn't even know what Halloween was when I first got it. It's actually
got to
one of
be
my jokes.
the weirdest thing. If no one had told you what it was, and then all of a sudden there's just a ton of people like trying to come to your doors dressed as scary shit.
Did you guys ever get tricked? Like, did you guys ever get pranked on Halloween? Like trick or treat?
Oh
pranks?
yeah, man,
See,
that was
I don't
big.
know. I think I never like. I guess
In my neighborhood anyway.
I guess my house got like my dad's car got egged once, but there was like one egg. It was the saddest thing in the world.
And
he was
a lot of people they would like smash your pumpkins. Like if you carved pumpkins, they would steal them from the front door and like smash them.
See, the prank that I would always do is Christmas time when people had those fake light up deer. You just make them hump. That's the best.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's the best one.
I went to do that once. I went to pull it out of the ground, and it was like stuck so far in the ground I couldn't get it out, and I'm like yanking on this deer, and I just started laughing so fucking hard that I like run back to the car, and my friend that was driving got scared and backed up into another car.
Oh no!
I was like, oh shit. And we just left a note, but whatever.
Sorry.
It wasn't like bad. It was like broken.
Sorry, I was
toilet.
trying to make these things hump, but I hit your car.
On the note, we were trying to make the deer hump, and it wouldn't come out.
Oh,
of the
that'd
ground.
be the greatest ticket, though.
Right.
If you had that, I would
I'll take
frame
it.
that and turn it into T-shirts. Like, it's so
My friend did that, and he made the deer hump one time in his neighborhood, which was like a more affluent neighborhood of like hoity-toity people, definitely. And this guy like came around the street the next day, like, who did this? Like,
That's
it's
so funny though.
Like, it doesn't
honestly,
do anything. It's a victimless crime.
If somebody made my deer hump, I'd probably leave them like that.
Yeah,
like I don't
Just
know.
be
I think that's
someone
funny.
did that and I didn't fix it, and in your mind you're like, that's hilarious. I never
It's
want to.
Christmas. It's a time of love. Let them have this. Like just no. Would people like fuck with you when you would go get candy when you were little? Like we had a lot of. Like they'd like leave a bowl that says like take one or something, so you'd think they weren't there, but then like somebody's like dressed up or like they had this guy who would sit on their grass that looked like a statue, like he was like had a mask and everything, and then you'd go and take the candy, and then like he would follow you afterwards, and you'd be like, what the fuck?
I did that. I was in the Grim Reaper costume, and I held the candy in a bowl, and I sat on a lawn chair on my front porch, and everyone's like, I don't know if I should take one or not. I don't know. And then they took one, and then I wouldn't do anything. So then everyone thought it was okay. But I wouldn't be like, I'd be like, can I have one too? And then that's when they'd freak out. That's like the fun part. It's like calm, relaxed, like.
It's like grab your hand.
Because I don't want to jump out at everyone and make someone fall over and they fall off your porch and they get a whole lawsuit.
My dad
situation.
likes to just sit on the couch by their front window with the gorilla mask on. Like he's just watching TV, but he's got a gorilla mask on.
That's awesome.
That's a good one to do.
Funny.
Yeah,
I think about it when I was little because we've had that thing for like a really long time.
Right there.
Oh yeah.
I chewed all the flavor out of my gum.
Oh yeah, I get that. I get that. I understand. That's the worst.
It's right next to the fridge. He would just put it on, and I would freak out. Like as a kid, like you could watch him put it on, and it would still scare me. Like even though I knew it was him, but it's so scary. And he would like do it because he thought it was funny, but I'm like terrified. Like it's.
My parents did scare me one time on Halloween because they were like, "Mike, go out to the garage and can you get us a soda or whatever?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And I went out to the garage and they put a skeleton from a science class in the passenger seat of the van with its head like facing towards the door. So when I opened the door, I was like, "God!" I just like ran out, and they're like, "Ah!" And I'm like, "That's not funny. That's not funny at all." Even though It's like really rude.
That's
It
when
is
you know you
Halloween-
come from a safe country.
yeah.
We're going to scare you for fun.
Yeah, I know, right? I never was into horror
Dead
movies.
people.
Like I was never into. Are you into horror movies? Really?
Yeah, you know what? Not until like maybe this last year. I think it
Okay.
took like somebody cheating on me for me to be like, okay, I can watch horror movies now.
You're like, I get why he would kill a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, before I was
I get
like,
a chainsaw.
before I'm like, I don't want to watch this. Why would I pay money to be stressed out? And anxious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, you want to kill me? Kill me. I don't care.
I went and saw. It's so dark, but I love
So now I'm like, I feel like I can enjoy
Whatever.
horror movies now. I'm like,
I went and saw the.
That's all it takes, you guys. Just get cheated on. Now you love horror movies.
exactly.
I
There's a
saw
callus around
my
heart.
first horror movie in theaters at The Conjuring 2, which was recently. This was like 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah.
But during the movie, an earthquake happened.
No.
Yeah, which scared the crap out of everyone. Because
Was this
also,
recent?
this was when it came out in theaters. So this was like 2 or 3 months ago.
Wow.
And what's worse is the earthquake happened at a moment where you see there's nothing we can do. It's going to happen.
I
think it's cool.
I think our voices actually overpower it though.
Okay.
Honestly,
Yeah, I
so
think
I don't
it's-
think it's going to be an issue. If it is
It's
an
like doing
issue,
a bar show.
I'm sorry.
right?
Yeah. We actually have a guy playing Golden Tee behind us too, so that's fun. But
that what you
it was when the chair was supposed to be haunted, and the chair started shaking, and then the earthquake started. So it
Whoa.
felt planned, which is what creeped everyone
That's
in theater
way
out.
weirder.
Wow.
Yeah, but I don't. I used to not like them, and now I'm kind of like. The story is like if it's got a good story, which most of them don't, but if it's got a good story, I can get into it.
Yeah.
Like something that seems remotely a little believable.
So something dangerous was happening, but you thought it was part.
I
of
thought
of
they're
the-
like, oh, is this like a ride? That's what I thought in my
That's
dumb
what-
consumer brain. Like, oh, this is fun.
I was really stoned one time, and I was thinking, you know, those guys are the one-man bands. They have like the drum on their back and the things on their kneecaps. Like, what if one of those guys had a seizure? People are like, leave him alone. He's doing a solo.
He's doing a solo. He's fucking. This part really builds. Like, it's
It's
fucking,
so funny.
That is hilarious. What? I was thinking about something the other day, like just the worst. You wouldn't know if someone was having a heart attack or something, and they're just
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm gonna pretend to be asleep or something." My uncle would do this thing when we were little. That sounded terrible. When we would we had these laser tag guns.
Yeah.
So we would put the thing on him,
remember
and then
those.
we would have the guns, and he would like pretend to be a monster and run around the house. And so
fun. That's a
he'd be
fun
like,
game.
"Oh, I'm gonna go take a nap," and we knew that like that meant he'd like lay down for a little bit, and then all of a sudden you'd just hear like. Like in the back room, and we're like, "Oh shit! Oh no!" We're like running around the house, like shooting him. It was so fun, but it was like terrifying at the same time.
Sure.
Like that's the only time I think I was like, "This is fun," but I'm fucking horrified right
yeah.
now. I don't know where he is. Ah!
You know what's so weird about that is I was in Sweden a long time ago, and I lived there, and so I wanted to learn Swedish, so I'd go to the movies a lot because my friends had jobs and I wasn't settled in yet, and they'd have like subtitles, right? So I watched one American movie and one Swedish movie back to back. The American movie was rated X, and it was Judge Dredd, like with Sylvester Stallone. I'm like,
Oh
what?
yeah.
So I saw it, and I'm like, it's just a Stallone movie.
Yeah.
And then I saw a Swedish movie with my friend and his like 9-year-old nephew, and there was a guy with his wiener just like flapping around on the screen, and I was like, what? And I like accidentally went, whoa, and like people like turned around and looked at me, and I was like embarrassed. And then we leave, and he goes, bro, I forgot you're American. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, we rate our movies on violence, not on sex.
Yeah.
He goes, I'd rather have my kid watch him have sex with a girl instead of chopping off another guy's head.
Yeah,
See, and that's how it
for
should be.
sure.
I completely
Yeah.
agree with the worldview minus against our worldview. That makes so much more sense.
Dude, I felt like a monkey.
Yeah.
As soon as he said that, I'm like, oh my God, like my brain broke.
Well, yeah, and
When
it's so. I mean, then you can look at like everything that's happening now, and you're like, oh yeah,
It all makes
fucking
sense.
duh.
My
right?
mom
Yeah,
explained
yeah.
that to me as a kid, and all that did is that anytime my brother and I were watching TV and a foreign movie came on, we thought there might be boobs. We just got really excited. We're just like, we gotta leave it.
Yeah.
We gotta leave it here.
Dude, I didn't even know what color boobs were because of cable TV.
Yeah.
Like, I'd watch that squiggly channel,
Oh,
where, like
yeah.
purple boobs going diagonal. Are they purple?
just
in real
like
life?
floating across the screen. That's-
You're like, this is the first time you see them. You're like, oh, I expected them to be blue.
I didn't know for the longest because I dated a girl that was Mormon, and her name was Kelly Bishop. And she,
You said that like you were gonna want me to censor it, but you're like, no, I'm just going for it.
but she would only show me one boob.
Really?
And I'm like, it's been like 2 months. Can I see the other boob? And she goes, no, I'm not a slut. And I'm like, that doesn't make you a slut. I'm like,
Right.
I've already seen
You
one.
could do-
And
you
she
could
goes
just
like this.
switch.
Then she exactly.
Then
she covered the left boob and showed the right. And I'm like, no, I want to see both.
I wanna see both
And she
of
goes,
them.
you're a pig.
That means sluttiness. That's a very.
Well,
I feel bad for.
seventh
That's a
grade.
very obscure.
Oh.
Like in a very. I feel bad then. That means she like mentally got. Well, 7th grade. That's really young. Never
Yeah,
mind.
it's pretty young.
But like if it was like a high school girl doing that, I'd be like, I think you've had your mind obscured by something like what
Sure.
slut or like slut shaming or whatever it is.
Yeah. Well, back
Yeah.
then they called it parenting.
Oh, man. I feel good. I feel like we're laughing and having enough fun that the hammering noises don't show up. I
Yeah.
can't hear them on the
It's
headphones.
hammer
so.
Perfect.
All right.
It's like it's not hammering. Tell the audience that we're haunted.
Oh yeah.
It's a-
For the Halloween
It's
episode.
a spooky ghost
Haunted
episode.
Our ghost is a maintenance man. I don't know why.
Special guest Edgar Allan Poe.
This ghost is so much better.
That actually was one of the scarier things when we read that. What is that called?
The
When
Raven?
Is that what it is? Yeah, when he like buries him
Yeah.
or whatever under the floorboards and then he like knocks on it.
Yeah.
That really freaked me out.
Me too.
We read that in like
What's
7th
that
grade
one
or something.
called?
But
that was
I
that's
can't
not the
remember what it's
Raven, right?
called.
The
I
Raven's
know.
the really famous
Is it something
one.
about his heart? I don't know, but
Yeah, it is something about the heart. I can't remember what it was called, but I remember it really well because it affected me.
I think that maybe it's just the way my mind works. But when I put like the reality to it in my head, it's so much more scary to me because I'm
Yeah.
like, this is exactly what it would be
Oh, for
like.
sure.
I don't know. And other people do stuff, and I'm like, that's not believable. Why would?
Is it called the Telltale Heart?
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, I knew it was something about a
Telltale
heart.
I googled Edgar Allan Poe boards knocking. and that
There
came
you
up.
go. Yeah.
Google's a magical
Google.
thing.
Look at that. Yeah.
She's a literary reference.
I know, right?
Take that.
Ooh,
Solid.
What's up,
Rip
Hug
on
Bugs? We're
Boom.
public
smart.
schools.
That's right.
Yeah.
We should do the top 5 turnaround because we're almost
Okay.
at 40 minutes already.
Perfect.
Also, thank you, Snoopy Cyclopedias.
Yeah.
We're sold at Ralph's. 2 books
that's
per
good.
month. I get so excited for the new editions.
Ooh.
The top 5. So
Okay.
you gotta explain the game. We're on a team
Yes.
right now.
Oh, you're on a team?
We're on a team.
Oh,
you and
we're-
I.
You and I are on a team?
Yeah.
Yes.
Against Monica?
Well,
It's
not
really
really,
we're fighting
but-
the game. I don't think we're against
Okay.
Monica. I think it's
Just
against
the
the game.
facilitator
Yeah,
of
she's
this-
the
of the Hunger
host,
Games
if you
here.
will. Yeah.
So top 5 turnaround. I'm going to give you the 5 worst of something,
Yeah.
and each one you got to tell us why
I
it's
like
not that
this.
bad. So this one is the 5 worst Halloween treats. So what you would get, someone gives you at the door. These are not the good ones.
But it's why we
so
would
why
want
you
it.
would be excited or happy, or if that's a good idea to give to
Such a
kids.
great-
Okay.
I like that.
Got
Okay.
it. First one, Easter candy, clearly just left over from Easter.
I would say that, but I really like those peanut butter eggs. Like those are one of my favorite kind of candies.
peanut butter eggs.
Yeah, the peanut butter eggs. That like the Easter peanut butter eggs. They're
Not
like,
the Cadbury
the
ones. What
Cadbury ones
peanut
are
butter
good too.
ones?
Those had caramel in them, right? I love Easter candy, and I'll eat old candy. I don't mind. I don't care. I like that.
It's got to be difficult to get like a cream-filled thing during the Halloween time.
Eating
So-
a chocolate bunny is very depressing, though. Like I don't think I really like that.
That's
that
kind of
much.
Halloweenish too.
That is,
right. You're
I guess.
you're
Yeah,
eating
that could relate to
eating a
Halloween.
bunny.
Yeah, I like that. I like chocolate candy because you know how it goes. The wine is the blood of Christ, and the bread is the body of Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And Easter candy makes me think of Jesus, so maybe it's like the dessert of Christ.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Jesus' eggs.
When Jesus laid eggs and hatched us out.
You guys didn't get to that part of the story when Jesus lays eggs after he comes
He
back.
resurrected from the dead, and he had to guard his nest for 7 days.
Rocky Mountain Christ balls.
So I think we nailed that one.
So yeah.
I think.
Whenever we can insert Jesus into a holiday he's not in, let's do that.
Nail
That's great.
puns.
Good one. Good. All right. Fruits or vegetables or something healthy. They're trying to. Here's some carrot sticks, guys.
I mean, I guess they mean well, but yeah, what? I love carrots and ranch. Like if you gave me a vegetable and gave me a side of ranch with it, that would be a
What
great
if they
one.
just gave you ranch? Just like
Dipping
packets of
Reese's in
ranch.
ranch.
They're just. That's why we've been collecting all the Del
what we're
Taco
gonna give
sauces.
out
We're
for
just going to give out taco sauce.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out if there's people that are going to come here on Halloween or not. We don't know.
I
We don't know
think
what it's
so.
like.
There's a lot of kids like in our building
Yeah.
and in our neighborhood, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think. Well,
It's neighborhoody nearby.
yeah.
Yeah, there are houses.
It's a lot
and
of
stuff.
apartments, so I think the kids will come out of the apartments and walk
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, but then there's houses over there, so I wonder if they would maybe want to go to the houses. I don't know.
I don't
Doesn't
know.
matter.
We'll see what
Come here, get some tacos.
In this
sauce.
economy.
So a reason to have vegetables.
I think the good thing about someone giving you carrot sticks is it's the same as someone waving a Confederate flag. Now you know where they are.
Oh, there you
okay.
go.
Yeah, you're like,
It's
those
like,
are the
oh,
healthy
You can
people.
warn your
That's my
friends.
shitty neighbor.
You can warn your friends.
There's the guy that I'll never invite to a party.
That was
Dude, right? Here's the guy that's going to ruin everything.
right.
He's
Yeah.
he's
Thank
probably
you
a
so
dentist.
much for wearing that Confederate flag tank top because now I know not to talk to you. Yeah.
You're no friend of mine. You're going
That's-
to remain an acquaintance.
That's a great.
with your carrot sticks.
I think that was a great answer. I
That's
don't-
an amazing answer. Oh, we should do a top 5 turnaround like Hall of Fame, like the best answers.
Even the person who named it, like the only thing worse, like, oh, how do you make carrots more delicious? What word do you add? How about sticks?
Carrot logs.
Maybe it'll make carrots sound more edible.
Yeah,
Right.
sticks.
Sticks.
It's fun. It's a stick. It's fun.
comes out of the dirt.
Neat.
It's not just food; it's a weapon.
A carrot shank.
You might. You might
Carrot
need-
sticks and stones may break my bones.
But ranch will never hurt me. All right. Number 3, coupons. I didn't know people did this.
People give you coupons?
Yeah. It was on the list.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, if they give you a coupon that discounts more candy, they're helping you out.
See, I was thinking about it like from my perspective right now. Fuck yeah. Give me as many
any sort of
coupons as possible.
savings.
Cheaper pizza, whatever it is. I will
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah.
But as a kid,
I get excited about gift cards, and I feel like coupons are kind of in the same vein a little bit. You know, obviously
Yeah.
they're not paying for it fully, but that's still like a thing. I'd be like, well, now I have to use this coupon. Like it's my ADD that
Yeah.
hits in. I'm like, I got to use this.
I have this coupon.
I have to use it.
Coupons are cool, but it's definitely like a second tier gift.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
if you're like if somebody gives you chocolate, you're like, wow, you know me. We've spent time together. You listen to me when
Yeah.
I speak. But if someone gives you like a coupon, you're like, oh, thanks for the money.
Right. Thanks
Now
for
I'll go buy myself a gift.
thanks for your mail you didn't want.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Thanks, IKEA of people.
Thanks for
I have to construct my own gift.
Yeah.
I have to construct my own
yeah,
treat.
you figure it out.
thanks for raiding the mailbox garbage can in the apartment complex and
Right,
cutting
and then
everything
giving
out.
me some.
Exactly.
Just
Dude,
like
we should
I
give
put
that
a lot of
to
work
them.
into this, just
Yeah.
snipping away. I think coupons are worse than carrot sticks, personally.
I would agree
Because
with
at least
that.
because you can't
These
eat. Well, you
carrot
can
sticks
eat
are edible.
coupons, but you shouldn't eat coupons.
At least you can have a fight with carrot sticks.
Yeah, that's right.
Pretend you're Edward
Can't
Scissorhands.
dip a coupon in ranch. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you could, but no. All right. 4, vampire teeth. The little plastic ones.
That is a great gift. It's like adds on. You can become a vampire anything.
That's
Oh,
true.
I'm
I
dressed
could be
as
a
musketeer.
vampire banana.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's just a costume add-on, an accessory they gave you.
Yeah,
Although
I
those
agree.
vampire teeth would hurt my gums.
Yeah.
The plastic ones, those don't
Yeah.
feel very good.
But now, because of films like Twilight, wearing vampire teeth is like using Axe.
Ooh.
Girls are like, ooh,
Yeah.
look at his teeth.
He's
There
a
you go,
vampire.
yeah.
Team brown one.
Bring-
Team brown one.
Team brown one. So that's the
Brown
positive
one.
spin. Oh, you're giving me something that makes me sexier.
yeah, you're gonna sex up
Exactly.
the
I like that.
costume. Here you
I like
go.
that.
Teeth make you looking like a violent animal. Makes you
It's
sexy
good.
to women.
You look like here. It's fine to bite people now. Here you go.
Yeah.
They're plastic. It's fine.
All right, and the last one. Speaking of teeth, a toothbrush. There was like years ago when they went through this. Like, this is bad for their teeth. I'm gonna give them toothbrush.
I'm really surprised razor blades and apples wasn't on that list. I thought that would be on there for sure.
Well,
That
I
was like
said
the-
fruits, but and there was a picture which was actually really funny on that one. It said fruit, and then it was a razor blade, but like a girl
Razor?
like all the way through the apple, which
That's
is really funny.
That's funny.
So I think
Toothbrush.
a toothbrush is good because that's you use it post candy.
yeah.
They're looking out for you. I don't think I mean, in my opinion, if someone gave me a toothbrush, I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, free toothbrush," because I don't want to buy it. You know, it's one of those things that you get annoyed to buy. But they're looking out for you after candy.
I agree.
I think it's good. I think it's
Yeah.
good for that reason. Post candy thing.
So
I love
you'd
it.
use it right away. Like
Right
that.
away, yeah.
It's part of it. It's not the thing you want, but it helps what
It
you
helps.
got.
Yeah,
Right.
it helps you
Yeah.
continue to enjoy more trick or treating for the rest of your life.
It's like when In-N-Out
true.
gives you that placemat.
yeah.
I'm not going to eat the placemat, but thanks.
Thank you for
Thank
the
you.
placemat.
There's
I'm going
a
to
nice
spill. I'm going to
bucket.
spill shit for sure. So
Right
thank you.
into it. That's
The longer I have teeth, the more of this good shit I can eat.
yeah,
I would like it
that
better
was
if In-N-Out gave me a bib too.
That would be
I would like it
awesome.
better if they gave you a bib as well.
A bib just full of Bible verses
Oh, I didn't know about that until recently.
all on the bottom of the cups and stuff.
Yeah, on the bottom of everything is like Bible
Yeah.
verses.
I did not
Every
know
time
that.
I go through the window, they throw a cup of holy water at my face.
Really?
They're like, Arab, down, Arab.
And you're like, but I'm wearing vampire teeth. It's supposed to be nice to me.
Amazing.
She's like, you said Allah. I said no.
I said no
animal
onions.
style on all of them.
Just in like the iPods of their cashiers, they just have an Arab button, like rest up his order, on all of them.
Squeeze Jesus tears on the burger.
It's gonna burn his mouth. He can't eat it.
Would that be rad if salt was the sweat of God, sweat of Christ?
Oh, yeah,
because they've
that
got
makes
the
sense.
body and the blood. Why not? What about minerals?
Yeah,
should
we're
make
missing a lot of
everything.
things. Now we got the desserts.
Almonds could be like the fingernails of Christ, like the sliced
How
almonds.
is chocolate not the poop of Christ?
That could be poop
That's
of
what
Christ.
it's got to
yeah.
be.
Chili's the diarrhea of Christ. Instead of eat shit and die, it would be eat shit and be saved.
Yeah, I think they're really missing a whole market there.
a
They
big
could
market,
Get
yeah.
some more people involved.
Yeah.
For sure, religion's a big seller.
So that was we did it. That
was
really
good.
good.
That was
It was
a
a
really
really
good
good top 5 turnaround.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm pumped
that was
about
fun.
it. We got about 10 minutes left, so let's do the quiz.
Pew.
So we do a quiz like a dumb internet BuzzFeed quiz, kind of.
Yeah.
And today's BuzzFeed quiz is which sauce are you? Like condiment
Oh.
sauce. So I'm going to ask you. I'll do the quiz. Like I'll ask you the questions and you give me your answers and I'll fill it out. So it's a surprise to you.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one is pick a destination, and here are your choices. Actually, we got.
Okay.
Let me do this. I don't want to get the microphone feedback
High
on my
technology.
keyboard. Yeah.
Oh, I get to pick any of those?
Yeah, one of those pictures, those 6 pictures.
So we got a beach with some chairs.
What's that
There's a
right
nice like
That's like a
canoe-looking
coastal
area.
Italian city.
Yeah, let's do that one.
You want that one?
Yeah.
That's a good. I
Maybe-
chose the boat one, the 3 boats and the tall
that one
island.
That's a
is cool.
terrible
I'm gonna
choice.
go. I'm gonna go with the.
Screw that up.
I'm gonna go with the trees here. This forest.
All
I
right,
like
and then
the
you gotta.
trees.
Oops.
The
Pick,
other ones are Vegas and
Wanna
like
pick a
Arizona
color?
looking shit.
yeah, pick a color. I picked orange on the bottom right. I like the
Oh,
color orange.
These are not
Oh, your
very. I'm
trackpad's
These are not very good.
I
These-
think I'm gonna go with that red.
that red one.
gonna go with the green.
That
Green?
orange is pretty good. That green's pretty good too. Those are pretty nice tones.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, what do you say to a friend who has just been dumped? Come on, let's go out and get smashed. Oh my God, are you okay? If I ever see him, we'll kick his ass. You're so hot, you'll find a new man in no time at all. Is that what you say to your guy friends?
Yeah, probably you're so hot.
Sit down and tell really.
You'll
Sit
find
down and tell me everything, or let's get you a strong drink.
Can you say those again?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's go out and get smashed is one. Oh my God, are you okay? Or it says OMG, are you okay? If I ever see him, I will kick his ass. You're so hot, you'll find a new man in no time. Sit down and tell me everything, or let's get a strong drink.
You know what's funny? 2 and 4 is this.
Oh, it's the rock and
It's
roll
the rock
symbol.
and roll symbol, and I put my fingers like this to remember that I'm a combination of those two things. One is,
Oh my God,
oh
you're
my
okay.
God, are you okay? And then let's go out and get trashed.
Ooh.
And then let's go get fucked up.
What
And
do you-
also, yeah, you're too hot. I just went through a terrible breakup. That's why.
I'm sorry.
Are these the things you would want to hear?
She cheated
Or?
on me in a spectacular fashion. It was. I've never been cheated on. It was amazing. So yeah, so I would pick a.
Do you want me to, if
combination
I
of
see her to
those two.
kick her ass? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's the one I'll
that'd be
choose for
awesome.
you. Which one did you
I'm
pick,
not
sir?
mad anymore. I'm not
Which
mad
one did you
anymore.
want to do? The let's get a strong drink, or you're so hot, or
I think. Yeah, you're hot. Oh, this is what I would say. I
Yeah.
would say I'll do the softie. The oh my God, are you okay? That's me.
that's you.
That's
nice.
accurate.
That's nice.
Just be accurate so the sauce comes out right. I might have a.
Yeah. Pick a form of transport: horse,
Said, tell me everything.
motorcycle, bicycle. You said tell me everything. That's what I said too.
Yeah.
Car, airplane, or the little 3.
Tuk-tuk.
Is that what that is? I
Tuk-tuk.
picked that one because I think
you?
those are cool. I've never driven one
They're
before. I wanna-
awesome. They're really awesome, but usually it's in terrifying traffic.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say. Ooh,
Are you a horse guy?
No way. That's the vehicle of my abusers.
Hey, if you took this quiz at home and picked horse, you're his abuser. Plane?
Plane, yeah.
That is the future right there. That feels good.
I know it's a bad
What did you
footprint
choose,
thing, but
Monica?
it's,
Yeah, it is kind of. I picked car just because, like, I like flying, but I'm just not good
It's
at it.
that's not
I
a regular
hate-
car.
I almost picked
Pretty fancy.
I almost
It is a
picked
fancy
bicycle,
car.
but I get
I want like
afraid
a
of
solar power
being hit in traffic.
Yeah, I almost picked bicycle
I like.
too.
Well, I wish I could bike more, but I just don't like. I don't know how people do it.
You
around
should have
here.
put
It's
train
terrifying.
on here. I would have picked train.
Train is
Yeah,
my
I would've
ideal
picked train,
method.
too.
I like trains.
Yeah.
Let's all go on a train ride together.
Let's
after
do
this.
it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
For shows in San Diego, you can take the Amtrak and you can drink wine.
Oh yeah, I take
That's
the.
what I love about trains. They
I-
got a food and beverage.
I take the Amtrak between Portland and Seattle, and it's the same thing. Like whiskey, clam
Awesome.
chowder, cold day on a train.
Nice.
Ooh.
bathroom to
And
vomit those
Wi-Fi?
things up in.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
And Wi-Fi.
Whiskey and clam.
And
chowder.
Wi-Fi, and also the trains are not crowded. It seems like at least the
Yeah.
one between Seattle and Portland, because it's the same price as probably 2 tanks of gas. So
Yeah.
you're saving money.
Just
for-
the being able to get up and like do, I don't know, planes are just very cramped. And I
Yeah,
was in the
you're
middle
right.
yesterday, and the whole time I was like, I don't want to wake this bitch up so I can go
Yeah.
pee. Like that's not.
when
that's
they were
rude.
talking about like
Sucks.
high-speed
Yeah.
trains in the U.S., I'm like, it would be so cool if you could have high-speed trains on just like a loop from California to Seattle, across to New York, and down to Florida. Like if it was just a
Yeah.
giant
Yeah.
high-speed train loop, that would be so. I would do that every time as opposed to flying.
I,
For
every
sure.
yeah,
time.
I took a bullet train in Spain.
That's
And it was
awesome.
great. I mean, it was
Yeah.
it was super fun because you just kind of, it feels like you're just hanging out, like, and you're
Yeah, and
also
they're fast,
traveling.
and it's like just as fast as a plane, right? Well, not just as fast as a plane, but it's
I don't even
fast.
remember where we took. I'm trying to remember like where we took it from too.
yeah.
But
All right, here we go. Sorry, next drink.
Oh.
The next one. Pick a cocktail. You got Cosmopolitan, a mint julep, dark and stormy. I don't know what that is. A white Russian, an old fashioned, or a Bloody Mary.
Old fashioned.
That's what I chose
For
too.
shizzles. Nice
Bloody
choice.
Mary.
I didn't know I liked old fashions until
They're great.
recently.
Yeah, they're
Talk about
great.
hand jobs.
Bloody Mary. Is that-
That's another term for hand
Oh, I
jobs.
didn't
An old
know that.
fashioned. What did you pick? Bloody Mary.
yeah.
You love
It's
tomatoes.
Like I love tomatoes, but also it's like a meal and a drink.
You know,
So-
old fashioned used to be called committed relationship. Now it's called an old fashioned.
Old fashioned. Pick a place to eat. You gotta pick a place to eat.
God.
Subway, Burger King, Nando's.
Oh, Nando's is so good.
What is that?
Nando's is this Portuguese chicken place that's only in Europe. I think they finally got one in New York,
Oh, really?
but it's the best. And they have this thing called a peri peri sauce. It's this tiny little sauce, and it's like super.
Maybe that's
good.
the sauce you could be.
Maybe by picking Nando's, they'll put
This
peri-peri
might
sauce.
be a person from Europe because I already took the quiz and the
Yeah.
answer I got is something I never heard of. So,
Yeah.
KFC.
Do we have Wagamamas out here?
I don't know what. I don't
That's
even
in
know
Europe,
what
too.
That's in Europe. It's got to be a
Yeah.
European quiz then.
Well, it's in. Well, yeah, but maybe it's or maybe it's in everything one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well,
What's
'cause-
Wagamama? What's that one?
It's like sushi.
Ooh.
To go sushi, but also healthy stuff.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
picking that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what would you pick? You want to pick Nando's?
I picked Nando's for
I
shizzles.
think I picked Subway. I'm a big. I mean, American fast food. That's my go-to.
Subway's pretty good.
Pick an emoji. Bucktooth nerd. Blushing, starey-eyed guy. Poop. Classic poop. Winky face, sleepy face, or monkey.
Monkey no see.
Monkey no see.
I think
Is
I
this the
probably
last
picked
question?
the dude that's
Oh, no.
wearing my glasses.
That's what I picked. Actually, I picked
Cool,
that one.
right
Yeah.
on.
He does look like.
What
I'm
do
gonna
you
go
pick, Monica?
winky face. I'm a fan of
Winky
Winky.
face.
Winky
Okay.
face, bold move.
Bold move.
Bold
from
move.
Monica.
Like that's like
I'm
a guy
winking
in
aggressively.
a blazer and a ponytail would pick that.
I
Monica's gonna
can
put on
wear
her
that
blazer and
exact thing in just a second if we need to.
All right, this is. Oh, here we go. You see someone leave their cash at the ATM. What do? Shout quietly at them, secretly hoping they don't hear. Snatch the money and leg it as fast as you can. Launch an extensive online search to find the true owner of the money and return it to them.
What the fuck?
Run after them with their money. OFC. What's OFC mean?
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't know. I feel the listener's probably screaming it
Yeah,
right now.
someone's
and I
like,
feel
this
dumb.
is what it means.
Wait
Email us,
until the
tweet
coast is
us.
clear and slide the money in your pocket, or take the money but donate it to a charity for blind cats.
Jeez, no. What? Why are all these so morally corrupt?
I don't know. I think
Save the money
I see.
back.
I said run after them with their money, not knowing what OFC meant, just because
Yeah.
I'm assuming that means you give them your money back.
Right, that's what I would think.
I think it means, oh, for Christ's sake, keep it.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Like,
Oh, for Christ's
oh,
sake.
for Christ!
You missed
the one ethically sound answer.
Yeah.
I always feel weird because I've had multiple friends leave money in like ATM or cash back, like grocery store things before, and the look and devastation on their face for like 3 hours is the worst thing in the world.
Well,
though. Like it seems so terrible. Like
It was funny because before you said friends, you said multiple, and there was a baby pause, and I thought you were going to say sclerosis.
I've had multiple sclerosis before,
And
I
you need
waste my
that
money.
cash.
Well, thank you.
You look great.
So are we all picking run after them with their money
Yeah.
as like a good person thing to do? Let's all get the same sauce. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh, can I answer that question if I was a Trump child?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I would stab him. Take
I
all
would
of his
stab
money.
That's awesome.
That's right.
And I drive away in my Bentley
This is the last one.
with
Yes.
wheels made of.
Okay, so this is the last question. So when I
Extinct
click it, you
animals.
can't see it, so I can tell you.
Okay.
All right. How do you apply sauce to your chips? Very British.
So
isn't it?
funny. I totally do that every time.
You do the smiley
I draw
face?
a face on my.
All right, I picked the multiple
That's awesome.
pits on the bottom of like
Oh.
multiple dips. I like to
Unusual.
dip.
Yeah.
So the options are
I did multiple dips also.
one little thing on the side, one big thing in the middle, all over the place, face,
Yeah.
3 little on the side, or no sauce at all. I picked the left one, the bottom left one.
Yeah,
the-
I picked the 3
the
sauces.
multiple sauces,
I,
3 sauces.
I'm a dipper,
Unusual, really?
but
And you
I
picked the
need
face?
more than one.
Wow.
You know?
Maybe
You
it's
picked
a
the face?
generation gap.
Oh my gosh,
'cause
you're
you guys
gonna
are
lose
millennials.
your shit when you see what you. I'm not showing you what you got.
okay.
You gotta wait.
Okay.
I'll announce it.
I'm
It's
concerned
good?
if this sounds
It's good.
weird.
Nice. I might have to go out and buy a bottle of it.
I mean, it's gonna get real in a second.
BuzzFeed affecting the economy.
So I got I got the original sweet chili sauce.
Oh, and you see, I would have. Liked
It says you are
Oh,
a
sweet
sweet
chili?
gem. Yeah, you are a friend in the group who spice. This is a long one. Who spices
Oh, this
things
is-
up a
These
bit.
are long ones.
You add
Yeah,
a real
yeah.
sense of fun to proceedings, and you love breaking rules here and there. You are naturally confident, and your zest for life usually draws new people to you, which you thrive on. That said, you have a very deep and sweet emotional side. This is very in depth.
It's very.
Yeah,
You
these
find
are
it hard to
very-
hide your true feelings, which can make others feel uncomfortable. However, you know exactly when to bite your lip and not say what you're truly thinking. That's
It's really provocative.
very
If
provocative.
a
This is
girl
a very-
said that to you in front of me, I'd be like, "Dude, go get her number.
when it needs vampire teeth, go get her number.
Put these teeth in."
What did you get?
I got salad cream.
Salad cream.
This is very British. This is very. What does the picture
That sounds like
look
a prank.
It's a Heinz, like it's
salad.
like is that
cream.
what they call ranch or something? Like I don't know.
Let me Google this.
Salad cream.
What?
Yeah.
This is the worst name.
Salad.
It is. It says you're a classic treat.
it's
You're a
mayonnaise.
chilled, easy. Oh, maybe that's it. Easygoing and often gentle person who likes to take the quiet road in life.
Dude, you know what it is, and you're gonna hate
Quiet
this. You
road.
ready?
It says I shut off from people
It's
sometimes.
it's
and,
essentially
I like to
mayonnaise.
relax.
I knew
It's
it.
essentially mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Salad cream is a creamy pale yellow condiment based on an emulsion of about 25 to 50% oil and water emulsified by egg yolk and acidulated with spirit vinegar. It's pretty much mayonnaise.
Well, yeah.
But like a salad dressing,
It's
like
more-
it's more an aioli, if you will.
Yeah, which is funny because I hate mayonnaise. Like I hate it.
All right, I'm gonna unplug mine real quick so I can give you the big reveal here.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay.
Peri sauce. What you were just talking about. What you were just talking about. That's
looking
amazing.
for
Yeah, I know.
sauce.
I'm excited. I'm like, he got what he's
Tomato
talking
sauce.
about.
It's so good.
Do you want to read what you
Okay.
are? To explain it, read it to the.
You are a spicy favorite.
That's
Well,
good.
now I know what my drag queen name's gonna be. Perry.
Great drag name.
I'm a stuttering queen. Perry. Hi. I'm Perry. I was born in a tunnel. You sorry. You live for the thrills and spills of life. You like to live on the edge, and you love nothing more than experiencing new adventures. Friends won't get much sympathy from you. Well, a good person. You believe that you shouldn't live life fretting the small things. This can sometimes irritate those around when they want to be taken seriously. That said, you are exactly the friend others need when they just want to have a good time and forget about their worries. You are loyal and would fiercely protect your loved ones.
That's a good one,
That's
though.
nice.
That is a
I
really
would
good
fiercely
one.
protect them unless they needed any sort of emotional support.
So this means all I'm hearing from this quiz is that Heinz is making a ton of products I've never tried. That's what I'm gathering from this.
It's got to be like there's so many like Lay's, like there's so many
Ketchup
different
chips, yeah.
flavors in other countries that aren't
Yeah.
here. It's like the same thing. I think like
Sons
it's
of
just
bitches.
different.
Was this a Trojan horse thing to make us buy Heinz?
Maybe
I think
I don't.
so.
I
This
mean,
might have been
none of. I
sponsored.
don't know if we can even get in either of those two.
I
but
don't know if you can get either of those at all. Yeah. That's
Salad
crazy.
cream?
We're over
That just
time.
Well, you know
sounds
what?
so
I think
gross.
they have like stores like John's And like certain stores that are like international stores. It's not a hole. It's just a key.
That's okay.
It makes it.
No, you can make. You can put
I'm gonna take it out
That's
just
a
in case.
free couch. Don't even worry about it.
But when I was in Sweden, they had this store called the American Store, and you go in and they had like peanut butter,
Really?
Oh, just like
and,
regular shit.
cereal. Yeah, like,
Right. So then here would you be like,
Maybe
this
they
is a
have, like-
European store? or
yeah.
whatever?
Like there's certain like in.
I mean, yeah,
Sweden,
that
like,
would-
IKEA has stuff that you could only get in Sweden, like boysenberries.
Or and the
certain
what's
crisps
that?
and
Oh, that makes sense.
There's certain
What's-
stores that have stuff,
Lingonberries. Yeah, lingonberries.
So good.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm into
especially
that.
if you put them on your köttbullar.
What's that?
Meatballs, but that's how they say
Oh.
meat. Shut.
Ooh, that sounds appetizing.
You know what I found out? I did a show in France one time, and this guy introduced the guy before me. His name was Nick, and then my name's Tamer. And the host was drunk, and he forgot both of our last names. So he's like, "Give it up for Nick, and your next comic, Tamer." And I found out that night that Tamer means your mother. And that my name literally means your mother. And what I didn't know is that Nick means fuck. So he
Oh,
unintentionally said "fuck your mother."
that's hilarious.
And like it was, I almost told two. I think I told two jokes. Though I was just standing there,
And they were
I'm
all-
like, "Did you just say Nick Tamer like that?" Because my friend told me, he goes, "Oh my god!" And he grabbed my shoulder. He's like, "What you just said?" And so I went up and said
You're like,
that,
I did,
and then
but I don't know why.
I just stood there and waited for the Frenchies to stop laughing.
That's great. Though. That's awesome. That's a great way to intro
So
to
weird.
break it open right off
Yeah.
the bat. That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
Jokey joke.
That's so
joke.
funny. I'm so glad you got Perry
Like I saw
Perry
this
sauce.
funny American last night. They're like, "What joke did he tell?" He just stood there.
He just stood there and said, "Fuck your mother."
Fuck your mother. Yeah, fuck your mother.
That's your catchphrase in France.
They got
That's
on
your
stage.
That's
hamburger or whatever.
hilarious.
That'd be the best shirt. Nick Tamer.
Get her done.
You're like the Larry of Cable guy of France with instead of get her done, it's fuck your
Get her
mother.
done.
Charity?
Yeah,
Sorry, we're going over time.
charity. I listened
Which
to
is
a TED
fine.
Talk, so this is where this one is from. The TED speaker's name was Angela Patton, and she runs an organization called Girls for a Change, and she does a camp every year called Camp Diva, and it is for girls of color between 11 and 17, and they go and they just have a fun camp time, and they call them at promise youth, which I think is kind of fun
promise?
instead of an at-risk youth. They say at promise. Yeah, I really like that. But so she told the
that's
story
good.
about how they do a daddy-daughter dance like every year,
Yeah.
and this one girl's dad was in prison, and so all the girls were trying to think of ways they could like fix it, and so they
Yeah.
were like, well, what if we take the dance to the prison? And she was like, well, we can try. And the sheriff was like all for it, and they like decorated
No
and like went to this
way.
prison.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
And so then because there's huge studies obviously that say like if the father is incarcerated and then is still involved in the child's life, there's like way less of a chance of him
Wow.
going back, like
Sure.
stuff like that. So that story, I'm like choking up on this plane because I'm like, oh my god,
really
like, it
nice.
was a great story. But so yeah, Camp Diva, girlsforachange.org is the website, and then she does some other stuff. She was actually just honored at the White House for all the stuff that she's done.
Nice.
for-
That's a great charity.
yeah, it's a really good one. Is there any organizations, charities, any of that stuff
I'm
you?
a big fan of North Shore Animal League. Like I like them because they're no-kill shelters.
Okay, there you go.
So I like them a lot. I learned about them from Howard Stern, and I'm a big fan of animals.
North Shore Animal.
Animals have never called me a sand N-word.
Yeah.
At a show before.
It's
Oh,
North
there
Shore
you go.
Animal League.
I think so.
League?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I'm almost positive it's
I'll-
North Shore Animal League.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, that's a great
Sure.
charity. I am down for. We're down for animal charities and kid charities. That's like that's what I'm down.
great.
That's what we're down
Yeah.
That's
for.
awesome.
Yeah.
Ones.
So I mean,
Perfect.
we've done the big ones all already too. So
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I like hearing about new
I love the
ones.
Yeah.
positive vibe you guys have. That's awesome.
Thanks,
Yeah, I mean,
man.
thank you for
It's so
doing.
California, but it's so not. it's not so California anymore because it's like needed now so badly.
Yeah.
Politically.
Well, thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah,
That's
it's
kind
nice.
of was kind of the.
Thank you.
Where can people get your album?
Oh, iTunes. It's everywhere. iTunes, Amazon, but also streaming on Spotify and Laughly and
Awesome.
What's it
all
called
over the
again?
place. It's called Brown Sheep.
Brown Sheep.
And you were there.
Yeah, that's
You
how
were
we
there.
met. As I
That's how we
featured for
met.
him recording his album, and it's awesome. I can tell you that. So go check it out.
Thanks. It was
Yeah,
really fun.
thank
you
you
were
so
a
much
killer
for-
feature.
Oh,
You're
thank
awesome.
you. I love
It
you.
was fun.
Yeah, and it was in Seattle. You know,
The
where
underground.
fun stuff happens.
Underground.
Yeah.
I'm going back soon, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just spoke to
To Mr.
John.
Mr. Fox.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll be back really soon.
Awesome. Well, yeah. Then you guys keep up with Tamer and see him when he's up there and all that stuff in Vancouver and whatnot. Thank you so much for doing
Thank you
this.
for doing
This was
it.
awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, this is great. Let's go get a bucket of yams.